Welcome to the Big Braid Show. I'm your host, Mr. Big Braids, coming to you from the road. And here we are taking a look at BTC, coming in at 29,724. Getting some amazing price action, seeing some movement up to the upside today. A lot of ETFs filed. A lot of money moving in and out. We've seen talk about outflows. We've been talking talk about inflows. We still got these interest rate hikes, definitely, coming up into the future. As far as Chairman Powell, sounds like he's getting pretty aggressive on the inflation. How is it going to affect BTC? We got a lot of companies. You see a lot of companies going out of business today, and but some of the markets making some movement up to the upside. I seen Tilray making some movement up to the upside. Love those cannabis stocks. Loving that accumulation across the board. And definitely got sales on stocks, sales on crypto, and BTC sitting up here at 29,716. So we got Kathy Woods talking about the multiple ETFs and how possible they can definitely be put into play, by the SEC, and you see a lot of talk about, it's just a matter of time before they get it done. So, people talking about 6 months from now, possibly getting those ETFs, sealed deal. We got Binance making some interesting deals down there in El Salvador, getting licensed, and the handshake's shaked and the paper's signed, and sounds like it's pretty legit down that way. So, like I said, if I have to go down and take some travels elsewhere just to cash out, that I definitely do that. So, that just remains to be seen. Everybody, no matter what, El Salvador and other countries that are just diving on board this, and regardless of what we're gonna do, we got BTC there buying up the BTC. We got Michael Saylor buying up the BTC as well. And it's interesting to see where the price action's going. And everybody's like, the U.S. is not going to be, they don't want to have nothing to do with it. They don't do nothing, but everybody else has got some stuff to do with it. Everybody else is doing with it. And like I've always been talking about, we still got to buy stuff from these people. We still got to buy, trade. We got to make trade with all these other countries. And if they're rolling in BTC, and that's what they're going to be using to buy and purchase, we have to use it. I mean, we have to make that trade, whether it's trading straight over BTC, over the cross and verts. So the outside, a lot of these outside countries are starting to force the hand, and but that's what I think about it, forcing that hand. And BTC is just make some PayPal news. They talked about that on that ERC20 base with that Ethereum, if that, and it's just interesting to see where that's going with throughout the year with the economy, just doing what it's doing right now. And once they, I'm just counting the days until Chairman Powell's like, well, we fixed inflation, we got that Goldilocks scenario, not too hot, not too cold, and we're just going to pull back on the interest rate hikes and get back to let's get back to it. The economy's ready. The economy's golden, and I'm just waiting for that conversation to pop up, on the news, and chairman on the on the Federal Reserve meetings, and that's going to be an awesome day, especially with all the accumulation. So, but a lot of things going on out there. We have a lot of tension between the countries now, and that's definitely something that I'm sure there's people that are concerned about it, and is that going to affect the price across the market? That's definitely a good possibility, but it's just interesting to see where it's going. So now, with the banks charging me for just about anything and everything, and interest rates on like loans and credit cards and all that kinds of stuff is through the roof. I'm sure there's like tons of people that are just hassled right now, and having to pull out to make payments, and people killing themselves on the heat just to get those bills paid, and doing all these awesome outdoor wild freaking jobs, and with all this talk of global warming and all these high heat numbers affecting people. Oh wow, it's just been one of those kind of awesome, crazy years. But interesting. But we are survivors. Everybody's in. That's what we do. We've been here for a long time, and We're definitely going to continue with that. So it's always definitely good to have some good faith towards the towards the future. It's just patience and time, but definitely got to keep yourselves healthy out there. So those of you that are out there in the heat, be sure to hydrate. Those of you that are there working, sweat it out. I know a lot of us have some big egos and we're like, oh, I can go roll with it, but we gotta kind of take a look at this heat and remember our salts are all sweating out. And so it's definitely interesting to see where everything's going to be going with the price action. So definitely take care of yourselves out there for those of you that are working out there in heat, and keep an eye on that price action. Keep an eye on this news. We definitely got to keep an eye on those supports, still just above that 28,251, above that long-term 618. So definitely keep an eye on that price action. And as far as getting some bullish action to the upside, got to get over that 36,131. Make our moves, and like I've been saying, I feel more comfortable when we're over that 44,000 range, that 48,000, 44,000, and making some decent recovery, bullish moves to the upside. Then definitely be looking pretty good at this point. Interesting to see where we're going with this price action, and so keep an eye on the news, keep an eye on those supports. We'll do a follow-up video tomorrow and see where we're at. So for everybody on the coins we talk about tonight, good luck. And you always got to remember, this is not financial advice. These are my views and opinions on the market only. And you always got to do what's right for you. So y'all have a good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good day. Mr. Big Braids is signing out.